Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
All right, without further ado, what's it good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Unapologetic Podcast. Sorry for the delay, but as always, we are back and we are here to deliver that good shit that we always give when we get on this platform. But y'all know who it is. It's Dre, it's Reg, favorite two North Carolinians. What up, my man?
Man, what's going on with you, dog? I'm coolin', man. Handling business, man. My summer's getting ready to start to get the kiddos and all that. So I've been kind of getting things in order with that. Doing a little teaching here and there, work wise, and man, just finally got the basement together, dog. It's been out of commission for I don't even know how long, but I got the pool table back up. I got my stuff together, so I'm happy about that, man. I never thought that at 40 years old I'd be so happy about cleaning.
Well, shit, hey, that's what's up, though, man. I mean,
that probably wasn't on anybody's bingo card. I tell you that.
hey, at our age, man, it's the small things of life that make you happy more or less these days, though. I'm with you 100%. Some of the shit I look at now, I just be like, you know what? I couldn't imagine me feeling this way about, this type of shit, in the last however many years. So yeah,
right.
With you.
Right. That and then I've been on my my fitness, man. Back on my fitness, dog. Down a few pounds, down about 12 pounds now, man. So doing my homework now. Been doing my homework on how to do it right, like not to be a dang on string bean and but still lose weight or whatnot, bro. So I'm doing it the right way now, man. I feel good though. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a science, man. I be like when people tell me, people ask, I'm like, it's kind of like it's easy to ask and people can tell you stuff, but everybody body react different to certain things. So the one thing I tell them, I'm like, hey, like the easiest thing I say to do is like you can put that shit in on, like a search on YouTube, and YouTube, exactly what you want, what you're looking for, it'll pop up, and you can be like, okay, boom, this is the exercise I'm gonna do for this part of the body, whatever else. And that shit feel good, you just continue on with. I be telling motherfuckers this shit all the time. Hey, I need a da 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 da. I'm like, hey man, YouTube. And I started using YouTube for everything. Now I'm like these kids, dog. I'm doing shit that I never thought I'd be doing, like all kind of handyman shit. My mom got me planting flowers and rose bushes, and I'm installing shit everywhere. I'm like a motherfucking mechanic and Bob the Builder over here these days, and it's like shit I was never doing before. And it ain't just with her; it's like even in the house now. I'm doing little projects and shit. So I don't know, man. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, I guess I gotta do something to keep me busy these days. But that's good. That's a good problem to have. To have to find something to keep busy, doggy.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I mean, listen, nigga, I can't complain about anything going on in life right now. My bills are paid. I'm stress-free. So, hey, everything, my kids are healthy. So, I mean, we doing good, man. But, you know what time it is, dog.
Do it.
We can be quick on sports if you want. Since we missed, last 2 weeks, we can shoot through some things, and we'll start with NFL draft, and we'll address the elephant in the room. Well, not the elephant in the room, but the biggest news that probably shouldn't have been the biggest news because, I feel like it took light off of Cam Moore, but Shedeur Sanders went fifth. He went in the fifth round.
Fifth round, yeah.
Fifth round. So, of course, there was a lot of outrage about it. I don't think he should have lasted that long, but I mean, for everything that everyone's saying and things that happen, we've seen it happen before. Maybe not to that
Right.
extent.
So here's my thing, man. I agree with you. I don't think he should have lasted to the fifth, to the fifth round. Like obviously the fix was in. You know what I mean? For him.
Mm-hmm.
And one, two, when it comes down to where the NFL is going or where the NFL is today, um, you know, he probably should have been the third quarterback taken, right?
Okay.
If not fourth. I mean, I would say Cam. I would say Cam. I would have flipped it and said Milrow. I would have went Cam, Milrow, Dart, him.
Okay.
If I'm a GM, and that's only because of where where the NFL is today, man. You got to have somebody. He's not a slow guy or whatever,
Right.
but he is more of the traditional quarterback out of the four names that I just said. And in order to be successful in this league, you got to have a guy that's going to move the groove, and he can do that,
Mm-hmm.
right? But just based on what I saw, man, like him going top five, period, would have been crazy to me. Sorry. Don't shoot me, unapologetic.
So I feel like everybody drunk the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Off of what ESPN felt like should have happened. When you look at what the
Yeah.
scouts and GMs are saying, they said, a lot of them are saying he was never that high on our boards.
Right.
So
Right.
ESPN and Vegas have their fingerprints all over sports. And if ESPN says this and Vegas says this, it's almost like that's what we supposed to think, and that's what should happen, which ain't always the case. But I mean, I'm with you, man. I mean, top five, no.
Mm-hmm.
Add that into what is being said about interviews. Team said we gave him a playbook, and when he came to us, I think there was like two or three teams that said when they came to us and we asked him about certain plays or to tell us what happens on this play, he couldn't tell us because he didn't take a look at the playbook.
Coach Prime said that was malarkey.
Okay, I mean it might be. Who knows? It might
That's what he
be. Who
said.
knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, but hey, all the other stuff, the collusion, the racist, that's all bullshit. Because I mean, a black quarterback went number one overall, so race ain't had nothing to do with it. You know.
Well, you and I know that Cam Ward was the best quarterback in college football
Right.
this year, and it wasn't close.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about?
You remember the conversation we had back in December, maybe November. We were wondering why Cam Ward was not a Heisman. They didn't have him on the Heisman boards yet.
He wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't a candidate. Let alone
Right,
a front.
right. And we were trying to figure out why. Like like I said, ESPN had like they like and at that point, Cam Ward was undoubtedly the best quarterback in the nation. Numbers backed it up.
Well, what happened was that you told me that he wasn't on the list, and I called you a motherfucking liar.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're
You
right.
know what I'm saying? I'm like,
You're
ain't
right.
no way. Ain't no way. Nah, I don't believe that.
I
don't
would
believe
have. I
that.
would have said the same thing because
And
I didn't believe shit. That's why I had to say something to you about it.
And you came with the receipts, and I was blown away.
Yeah,
I was blown away. That didn't make sense to me. It won't ever make sense to me. I guess, like you said, unless you got that engine behind you, I know that's something that you've been echoing for a few years now. If you don't have that engine behind you, your ass is in trouble.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of people saying that too. There was a lot of money doled out for the Colorado boys, which hey, you got to pay to play the game.
Genty as well.
Yeah. So
Genty as well.
So it is what it is. But congrats to all the draftees and everybody. I like Amari Hampton going to LA to the Chargers.
I like I like that too.
I thought Power should have went a little earlier, but mm,
He didn't even get drafted, right?
no, he didn't. Well, he ended up with the Bears as an undrafted free agent. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like he should have, but it is what it is.
Tell me what you thought about San Francisco. How you feel like y'all
Oh,
drafting it?
um, um, I wanted I wanted us to get Scatterable. I think he was there in the third round for us, and we
Mm-hmm.
let him slip. And then they started talking about the running back from I think it was Tennessee, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I forgot who ended up picking up him. And then we ended up with I forgot the guy, but I wanted to have a backup to CMC, and then I was like wide receiver. We need a big play wide receiver.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. And we didn't get one in free agency. DK, not DK Metcalf. I read a report that said um 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 what's his name was in Green, not Green. Yeah, yeah. He was in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, Devontae Adams.
Yeah, Devontae Adams. Yeah, Devontae Adams wanted to come to San Francisco, but
Yeah.
he said San Francisco was only willing to pay market value.
Right. Not lock
Oh.
him up.
Yeah, so
You got to lock up a guy like that.
yeah, so he decided to go to the Rams. So I don't know, man. I don't know where we're going, what we're looking at. Look like they're putting a lot of faith in when Ayuk comes back and the receiving core we got now, which I don't know, man. Defensively, I felt like we made the moves that really excels with Robert Sala kind of defense.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
and I mean, the proof is in the pudding with him for what he did in San Francisco before he went to the Jets, and what he did with the Jets, because he put a hell of fire
Okay.
defense together with the Jets. So
Okay.
until I don't see that work, I can't say it's not going to work. But I wish we would address more on the offensive side too.
Okay.
What about your Panthers?
I respect it. I loved our draft.
I think I had a pretty good draft. I think I
I
had.
loved our draft. I loved our draft. I wouldn't have took the self proclaimed T Mac. Uh, but there again, man, for me, you know, they say he and Bryce have been working out. They worked out all summer.
Right.
So they're gaining rapport, right? Like they got that, they got it, they're getting it down packed. And if Bryce says he needs this guy, then
Uh-huh.
let's go get him. I mean, let's shore up this receiving core. We have a pretty good running back room, so let's shore up this receiving core. What I
Yeah.
did like, I like the pickup from Colorado Horn. I've
Mhm.
been very, very high on him
Okay.
for a very, very long time. The boy can play,
Yeah.
right? The boy can play, and I think we need somebody to shore up that slot. With Thielen saying that he's going to be, he can't commit past next year, which is fine.
Hmm.
I think Leggett will come in and he'll be stronger. I think it feels the pressure from us taking a receiver at 8. Like that's
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
because he's supposed to be the man.
Uh-huh. Now, a lot of
And
people.
if and
Oh, my bad.
and just like no, go ahead,
Um, the
go
T
ahead, my
Mac,
brother.
the T Mac pick, I do like it. A lot of people aren't familiar with him. Honestly, um, I thought that he was the best pure wide receiver coming out of college, as far as in everything he does, route running, across the middle, deep, everything. And for those that are unfamiliar with him, I know you're familiar with him. For those that are unfamiliar with him, this man, uh, every time he stepped on the field with Travis Hunter, gave Travis Hunter headaches. Headaches. I think he
He
scored
did.
what
He did.
he
He did.
scored on
He
him every
did.
time. 200 plus receiving yards every time he touched the field on him. He can play. For the Panther fans that aren't familiar with him, he can play. If
Yeah.
he plays what as anything capable, to what I think he's capable of, y'all gonna love him in Carolina. I know you already know about him, but yeah, for the Panther fans, listen, he's
Yeah,
he's
I do.
he's
I
legit.
I think we're in good shape. I like the ETN pickup as well.
Yeah. Oh.
I like that pickup. I like the safety. Yeah, I like the young safety out of Ohio State. So I feel like we had a good draft, man. We definitely were hurting that safety. Um, we I'm excited about what's to come because at the end of the day, the NFC South is wide open for the taking. And who not better than us, man? Right? Let's get this thing on track, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we have, outside of Baker Mayfield, we have the most polished quarterback or the most ready quarterback, not polished.
Yeah.
Just based on what he showed on the second half of the season, man. So I'm just excited to see where if we pick up where we left off, we
Right.
let the Eagles off the hook, right?
And being that they're ready to work with him and work to his abilities.
And that's all it was in the second half
Right.
of the season. So now that Canales understands who he has and Dan Morgan is moving and grooving in the front office, you know what I mean? Let's do it. Let's see what happens.
And they've have invested in putting a young core around him to grow and build with Bryce too as well. So
you have to. You have to.
that's
In order for him to be
that's good. That's good. All right. I don't know where you want to go with the playoffs. For those, we're not going to catch up on the whole NBA playoffs for y'all. I will say, as of right now, I'm disgusted with watching the Celtics and the Timberwolves. Last night I turned the game off. I turned I turned from the Timberwolves Warrior game probably 2-3 minutes into the second quarter and tuned back in halfway through the fourth. After I watched three-pointer, the game, like I could not watch the game no more. Like it was, to me, it was disgusting to watch. Boston was up by 20 against New York. New York started chipping away, and Boston was doing the same thing, settling, three-pointer. I think Minnesota went 5 for 39 yesterday. And the other day, 5 for 39 3-pointers. The other day, Boston was I forgot what they were, but it was terrible. I think they shot like 40 something 3-pointers and hit like 7 of them or 8. And it was hard to watch, dog. After what I saw Ant do, against the Lakers, it was hard for me to watch that and watch him settle. And even the whole Timberwolves team settle. For me, the Cavs Pacers series has been entertaining. I I would not be surprised if Cavs go home in 4. The way it's looking right now.
If they go home in 4?
If they go home, I would not be surprised.
Okay.
They dropped 2 at home. I don't think it's gonna be easy for them in Indiana.
Oh no, it's not.
Um,
It's not gonna be easy at all.
even though OKC lost, I still kind of think they're in control. I think they clean up the little bit that they messed up on.
Okay.
And win this series. Probably in 6.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Joker having 26 rebounds and 42 points and them winning by a last second Aaron Gordon 3-pointer. That's a lot to ask Joker to do for a 7-game series.
Absolutely.
And to win at the buzzer, like that's a lot. If he got to do that for a 7-game series, that's gonna be a lot.
I agree.
That's gonna be a lot.
Here's the thing, right? Like they when I was watching, I couldn't believe that I cut it off. I had to get in bed, but you know, seemed as if they stole the game.
Yeah.
Talking about Denver, and I'm not even going to talk about how the Cavs. Oh my God, did they shit the bed or
they
what?
did? They did, and that's one reason why
I thought they had the game.
Me too. I'm with you. That's one reason why.
The Celtics too.
Yeah, but
about to do it again.
Yeah, as we speak. That's one reason why I don't have Donovan Mitchell on the pedestal a lot of people have him on, because I think last night a lot of that shit was solely on him. Even though he scored 42 points, though he went to bed in the last minute. 2 turnovers, offensive rebound. He didn't box out the shooter, which got the offensive rebound and then hit the big shot. And then the putback that Mathurin had, he didn't box Mathurin out. And you talking about the best player on the team, like he got to do that. That was solely on him. But it's looking bleak for them.
Well, like that, yeah, he had to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He needs some help up there. I mean, obviously with the young guard being out or whatnot, that pays that's a heavy price to pay, and trying to beat a team like Indiana.
That ain't got nothing to lose. They just come to ball.
Yeah, Indiana is not a bad squad, but more than anything, Indiana has been together.
Yeah.
They've been together. And so you got a squad that's been together with nothing to lose.
Right. Crazy thing is, Cleveland has been at least 9, 10 deep the whole season. Like when you look at their bench, like everybody's doing it. So I mean, and now it's kind of like missing Garland but Miami's a different team. So I was about to say we ain't gonna say nothing about that. I was about to say they was beat Miami by 60 points without Garland. But I mean, hey, it's a different team. Anything else in sports you want to talk about?
Nah, man, we can move on, dog.
All right. The last time that we think recorded, I'm just looking at some of the stuff we have. I guess we can talk some. I do got FSU up here. We can do give condolences to not just FSU, but anything that we missed within the last 2 weeks. There's a lot that happened, but for those of y'all not familiar, there was a shooting on the campus of FSU. And some casualties, but give our condolences. Lil Wayne said that him and Kendrick are fine. He said that he sung along to Not Like Us, not knowing the context of it. He said he didn't know it was about Drake. When he found out, that's when he stopped singing along to it.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about it, right? Like, I don't know the relationship between Wayne and Drake at this point, or what I don't know. But I mean, I have a hard time believing that he didn't know it was about Drake. However, it's been said that Wayne really don't listen to a whole bunch of people's stuff, right? Like, he's that's what they say. I don't know if I could buy this one, dog. I don't know if I could buy this one.
Right.
But what I do know is that I don't think he should have any issue with Kendrick. It's the sport. Doing it for the sport. Right? Doing it for the sport. So now I wouldn't like if somebody made a diss record about me and you were singing along. I don't know if I would like that. So
right. Yeah.
So I don't know, dog.
Yeah. Boston 21-2 run last 7 minutes. Same thing I was saying. These niggas, Celtics fall in love with the three. I the biggest rap battle, rap beef, whatever, in the last however long. And he didn't know that Kendrick and Drake was trading songs back and forth. That's hard for me to believe. I don't Wayne. It sound good, Wayne. It briefs well, but I just don't go with that. Wayne also said that he had no idea that Kanye and Jay-Z made an album together.
I don't know, man. Maybe he's trolling. I don't know. Maybe he's trolling, dog.
Right. Yeah.
I
I don't know. Um, Kevin Gates was up here, and I guess that was in reference to what he said about LeBron and his wife, in which he said you can tell that she doesn't love him as much as uh whoever. He said you can see like the way the white women look at him versus how she looks at him. I think that's what he said, right?
Yeah, listen, dog. Like Kevin Gates, bro, you have no type of say in anybody's relationship, this, that,
Mm-hmm.
and the third, or whatever the case may be, because you have that fine woman that, according to the reports, and according to him and according to her, that has only been touched by one man,
Mm.
which is you. Drika is, oh my God.
Yeah,
Is she not beautiful though?
very, very,
Good. Anyway, uh,
very.
oh my God. But anyway, I mean, but beauty, just off face value, beauty is not everything. However, anyway, like man, I'm not checking no motherfucking advice or listening to shit that dude got to say about some goddamn relationship, bro.
Nope, at
Forget
all.
about it. Scram, man. Beat it, punk.
Vamoose.
Come on
Um,
now.
I wanted to give a shout out to Tyrese.
Mm, 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 mm,
Tyrese's
mm,
daughter has decided to live with him,
mm, mm,
ending his payments of $10,000 a month for child support.
Shout out to let man, let that baby decide, dog. Let
Yeah.
decide. Let the kids decide. You let the kids decide. I promise you, this thing go a totally different way.
Yeah.
It will. You let the kid, not in every situation, but in a lot of situations,
True.
you let the children decide. This thing is going. Oh, it's going to be way different. But the government, the powers that be, don't need that. So again, shout out to Tyrese and
Mm-hmm.
his daughter, man. They enjoy each other, man, and she picks up on game that she needs to pick up on, and they have a beautiful relationship moving forward, man.
Right.
That grows more than what it is right now.
Absolutely. Tracy Ellis Ross,
Yeah.
she said that she liked to date a younger man
Okay.
because men her age are toxic. And I guess basically they, lack of better words, aren't evolved.
Okay. I can see that.
Younger men are more understanding today, these days.
I can see that. I can see that. You know what? Hey, to each his own, man. And if she likes a young man, and if she feels like a young man, I mean, an older man is stuck in his ways, and he has a way about things that he wants to go, as opposed to a young man who's still learning,
Mm-hmm.
who's still trying, and he might already have his own niche. and what it is that he wants to, or how he wants his relationship to look like. Either way,
Mm-hmm.
if that's what you want, that's what you want, man. You know what I'm saying? Joy Taylor was talking about that the same way, man. And she was saying,
Absolutely.
like, yeah, she was saying, talking about how, with the young dudes now, the young dudes are more tapped into what it is that they want. They're
True.
more interested, and they're more tuned into the women, right? I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think if a man says that, and I've heard it plenty of times, it's it can be looked at or confused with grooming. And I'll just leave it at that.
I think in some cases, probably so.
I'll just leave it at that.
But let's keep it a buck though. There are there are some men that are looking at young women so they can groom them.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, of course, yeah. Um, what else happened? Carmelo Anthony. So,
Okay.
um, they did a press conference. The young guy that was unalived, his father was there, and
Mm.
they basically didn't want his father there. You see an issue with that?
Wait, the young man that was unalive.
Yes, his father attended the press conference for Carmelo Anthony.
I don't even know who you're referring to.
We're talking about Carmelo Anthony, the teenager.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the ball
Oh
player.
yeah, not
Oh
the
yeah. You
teenager.
okay? And you repeat what you said. What happened?
The young man that he quote unquote killed. His father
Okay.
was at their press conference,
Okay.
and they requested or asked that he not be there.
Okay.
Lost about the
What are
choke.
they basing it on? No, they did choke. So,
Yeah, no, I'm about to say. I'm talking about the
um,
series.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Man, I'm sure there's a lot of feelings there. I'm sure there's a lot of emotions there. Um, you know, and yeah, the man, you can go and walk and be wherever it is that you want to be, but
Hmm.
I'm not gonna act like I don't understand it because I do.
Yeah. So if he wasn't making a scene or anything, um, I don't know. Maybe but like you said, there are a lot of emotions there. So is he there to hear what's being said? Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I think there's a time and place for everything, and maybe that's not the time and place to, but I mean, that's a touchy situation.
Mm.
So with that, there was a press conference or rally, not a press conference, but a rally that was for the young man that was killed. And his
Yeah.
father denounced that, had his lawyers basically attempt to shut it down because it was basically a lot of quote unquote right wingers and KKK members. And he said he don't want to be affiliated or associated with that in any shape, any way.
Right.
I applaud him for
Okay.
that.
Yeah, for sure.
I
For
applaud
sure.
him.
I could rock with that. I could rock with that.
I applaud him for that. Well, Kanye said he gave his cousin head until he was 14.
Man.
we text about this shit. Dog,
Oh,
listen, I don't know what to say. I feel like um I don't know whether he's trolling these days or what, but um he needs not just to sit down somewhere, but he needs some help. He needs some kind of therapy.
100%.
We didn't need to be included in this text message.
Bro,
Not
I
this.
don't know what Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with dude, man. Dude is wild, man. Dude is fucked up, and he does need the help, and it's just sad that he's going out that way. But at the same time, I mean, yo, he is at this point. He just needs the spotlight on him, no matter
Right.
what. He's willing to do whatever he needs to do, or whatever he feels like he needs to do to keep the spotlight on him. It's just like, my man, just give it up.
Yeah. Listen, man. I think at one point in time, you just gotta say, you know what? My kids, like, what do I want for my kids? How is
Right,
this going to affect them?
right. Like you're normalizing like your kids seeing you like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like like it's crazy to me. Like have some
yeah,
motherfucking respect. Have some respect for your kids or for your, you know what I
absolutely.
mean, for your like please.
Mm. He need a good strong woman in his life.
Yeah, well, according to the reports that his wife has filed for divorce,
Wow.
um, and a lot of it is based on his whole Nazi rant. So
Yeah. Hey, prayers, prayers. Um.
oh Kanye.
So Shannon Sharpe found his ass in some hot water. Um.
Mm,
As our last recording, there was a report that came out that he was being sued for, I think, 50 million. Um,
yeah.
he came out publicly, said it was a shakedown and that
Hmm.
he will be vindicated. Um, then he proceeded to put on he had his team put out text messages between him and the lady, showing like, this is a shakedown. And so then in turn, they said, well, we got a big joke over here and put out an audio recording, a couple of audio recordings of him.
Yeah.
And then some other stuff came out. And as of now, the shit don't look good for Shannon Sharpe. I do think that this might be a shakedown. It probably was a shakedown, but he walked right into the trap.
Yeah. And
He,
listen, dog. um, first of all, you're entitled to do whatever it is that you want to do, right?
Mhm.
And deal with whomever you want to deal with. But at some point, this man is on the back end of almost 60 years old, correct?
Yeah. What is he?
You don't got
57? I
no,
think 57. Yeah. No,
yeah,
57. 50, yeah.
you don't got no business dealing with no mid 20, early 20 young woman.
I put this on Facebook, especially when they look like John Stockton. Man, man, to each his own. I think the things that he's into are his things, but at the same time, I like, man, um, some of those recordings was crazy. For him to say that, yeah, I'm gonna choke you when I see you.
Yeah,
There's a recording of, her telling him that recording and text message, her telling him that she told him and asked him not to do anal and he did it anyway without a condom, and that really upset her. Like, I was like, whoa, all right, Shannon. Like, oh,
whoa. I mean, geez.
you know, him apologize. Like, so man, the crazy thing is, and it ain't crazy, but I mean, when you're out there like that and doing shit with his type of money,
Yeah.
Dog, you got to be 100% careful. Like I'm talking NDAs. I don't even know if I'm fucking with OnlyFans chicks like that. I'm probably like the pattern that you see happening for me. I'm just probably going. I'm trying to find me one good one that's down with everything. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't, man, I don't know.
Maybe,
It's just hard to say.
maybe, um, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how. Everybody's got their own kinks and everybody
Yeah,
got their own
yeah.
they like, whatever, and maybe the young girls, maybe because I mean, whatever that young lady has going on, obviously it turned him up. So
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't know.
Talk that good shit to him, and yeah, hook, line, and sinker. Boy, hey, what's the saying? See a sucker, lick a sucker.
Right.
That's what happened. But hey, all parties involved, man. Hey, best of wishes, and hopefully the best comes out of it. Have you seen
Yeah.
Sinners?
Yes.
You want to talk about it real quick? Thoughts on it?
Let's do it. For me, I think that it's a damn good movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's plenty of hidden gems in it. I think if you know, you know. I think Michael B. Jordan did a damn good job of playing twins.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like I'm going to echo with what Spike Lee said, and though it's categorized as horror, I think it's his own genre, and I think it's the wave of the future when it comes down to cinema.
Yeah.
Um, in in making movies, and people do it, people have done it.
Uh-huh.
However, um, I feel like it's a formula to it. I think it's a new formula. I feel like, hey, we are hey, if you want to get a message across, especially us, if
Mm-hmm.
we want to get a message across, we have to find different ways to do it, and
Mm-hmm.
find different ways to do it to where it's marketable. And I think that's everything that this movie is.
Okay. I'm with you 100%. I think there's plenty of hidden gems in it. And I think the more you watch it, the more you pick up. Like you're gonna miss. You can find another
Yeah.
one that you didn't catch the last time. I mean, I, I think it was wonderfully put together. I don't have any gripes or at all, if any. I mean, few. Um, you know, I'm with you as far as the Michael B. Jordan. I think one of the biggest complaints about him has been he's uh for the most part he's been a face actor. Kind of like they used to say about Sylvester Stallone, like he plays the parts where he don't talk a lot, but he
Mhm.
a whole lot of dialogue, whole lot. I mean everything. I mean I think he really played both parts to the T, far as in
Yeah.
like how whatever they were trying to portray. And I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. I mean, I think everyone is going to have their own interpretation of it, which is, I mean, art in itself. That's what art is. So, you know, chef's kiss, man.
Bro, great movie, man. Great movie, dog. And I was saying, um, if this was 10 years ago, I would be the first person in line to be at Best Buy to buy this DVD.
Right. I honestly want to go watch it again. I haven't got to it. I found the time, but I definitely am. Um, let's see. Where we gonna go from here? I was gonna say album versus mixtape, but we don't gotta talk about that. Let me read this to you. Um, let me see. Um, oh, I kept seeing this all day, every day for like the last 2 weeks, just about there were a bunch of different people quoting this, retweeting it, reposting it, sharing it, Facebook, Twitter, IG, wherever. And basically, it was saying that men that cheat on every girl, the reason why is because they really want to be with a man instead. I do not understand that logic. Or men that cheat a lot, they want to be with a man. I don't get the logic. You know, a lot of people are saying, well, that's they can't be faithful because it's not a woman. It's a woman. It's not a woman that they really want. They really want a man. I don't get it
What, sir? That makes no sense to me. I
at
don't know
all.
what to say to that. I think it's stupid. Whoever said that should go play in 5 o'clock traffic. I don't know, brother. I don't know.
Hey, I mean, it's a difference between a man and a woman. So if a man is with multiple women or cheats on women, I don't think that has anything to do with wanting a man at all. That makes no sense
Don't even go together.
at all.
Like, come on, man. What are we even talking about? Shut your mouth.
No sense. Uh, let me read this to you. A woman is responsible for herself, her children, and her husband. A man is responsible for himself, his children, his wife, his mother, siblings, aunts, grandmothers, and every other woman in his life, maybe even including his bros. And this is what a lot of people don't understand.
Well, listen, I don't. I didn't hear half of what you said
Oh
because
shit.
your connection went out.
Yeah, this it just switched over. All right, I'll go back. It says a woman is responsible for herself, her children, and her husband. A man is responsible for himself, his children, wife, mother, siblings, aunts, grandmothers, and every other woman in his life, maybe even including his homeboy's wife if they're out and about and he sees something going on. This is what a lot of people don't get.
That's not true either. That's not true either, man. Like that doesn't even like, man. It's different. Everybody has a story. Everybody's life and what's at stake. Like and what they have to deal with is different. Dog. Like women, you know plenty of women that are the matriarch of their family. You know, they pay the bills, they pay the cost to be the boss for their families, and
Uh
they pay
huh.
the cost to be the boss in so many different ways. So, like, what? I don't like the generalization in those comments.
So I kind of find some truth in this, and I'll use all right. So of course himself, children, wife. All right. So if I was to say my mother, then my mother made the comment. I want to say about 2 or 3 weeks ago. You know, and I was like, Mama, you be working me every time I come here. She was like, well, I got to get my honey to do list done, and I don't got no honey. So guess who's my honey? And I was like, oh,
Yeah, but again, that's
right.
one instance,
But hold
right?
on. Yeah.
Meanwhile, my mama. Go ahead. Go ahead. No,
So
my bad. Go ahead.
now, if something goes on with my sister and the guy she with, I'm probably gonna be
Mm-hmm.
the first one she call. Like, hey, blah 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 did this, put his hands on me, boom. And I think that's kind of a reoccurring thing for a lot of men. Like they are the man that holds down almost every woman in their lives in some way, shape, or form.
Okay. And you and what is this? And it's they said what? Um,
A lot of people don't
and a woman
understand.
is
Oh, a woman is responsible for herself, her children, and her husband. This connection is going crazy.
I can't buy into that, man. I can't buy into that because I know so many different women who have the same in different ways,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah,
they have
absolutely.
they have they have more on their plate family wise than I do with mine.
Mm-hmm.
So I cannot buy it.
But
And I
yeah,
know come to think of it, man, more than half of the women that I know are like that. So I can't buy into that.
'Well, I know a few women that are holding down. Well, so growing up, there's more women, I guess, in my family than men, I guess, for that instance. So, you like the women do everything. They make all the decisions. They do this, they do that. I know homegirls that have brothers, cousins, sons, uh, whoever living with them. They're taken care of, So yeah, I can dig that. Um, all right. Let's see how we're gonna handle this one. All right. Let's say it could be a man or a woman, right? They have been with the same sex, let's say their life, for however many years. That's the only thing that they've been attracted to or interested with, right?
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, it changed, and they decided, like, hey, look,
Mm-hmm.
I only want to be with the opposite sex, and that's all they've been with for the last 5, 10, 15 years. Knowing their history, knowing that they used to be with the same sex, would you still consider them gay?
I would consider them a bisexual.
Hmm.
That's it.
But all right, so bisexual is wanting or liking or being with either both sexes, right?
Yes.
But we're talking about a person that has no interest in the same sex. But let's say years ago they did.
You're still a bisexual. If you get interest in another sex in the other sex, you're a bisexual. I don't give a shit how many times or how long it's been. That's what you are.
That's what I thought as well, but then I don't know. That was a tricky one for me because it's kind of like I don't know. Hold on. Let's look this up. Uh, so yeah, I mean, it basically said, yeah, you are attracted to, but and that's where I got hung up on him when we had the conversation. It was like, so this person isn't attracted to the same sex no more at all, and it's been 10, 15 years ago that they were.
Well, I don't know what to call you now, but once upon a time, you
Yeah,
were a
yeah,
bisexual.
exactly. That's where I was hung up at when we had a conversation. It's like, okay, are they gay or are they not? Are they bisexual or are they not? And I'm like, well, if this person is only interested in the opposite sex, they have no desire to be with the same sex. Like I like but
Then if you don't have any if you don't have any type of feelings or any type of wants to be with the opposite sex, then you're a homosexual. I mean, it's pretty simple, dog. Like
Right.
I ain't
Yeah.
trying to insult nobody,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. But knowing that person's history, then it's kind of like, anywho, this is not my instance or circumstance. All right. You're out at a club, lounge, wherever, right? You see your homie's wife and she comes over, speak to you, you speak back, you say, "Hey, how you doing? Everything fine?" Yeah. It's like, "Hey," and you let her know, like, because you rock out with them. These your people. You tell her, "Hey, if you need anything, just let me know." She's like, "All right, cool. I appreciate it, whatever else." She go back, with the girls, and she's chilling with the girls. You go to the bar to get something to drink. You ask her and her girls what they drinking, and you buy a drink or two. It comes back to you that, she told your man, like, "Hey, I think Dre was trying to holler at me or something. I don't know."
yeah. Well, first of all, um, that type of shit, if it's my partner, that shit will never happen.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, that shit will never happen to me, right? Because I'm very, very, I'm crystal clear when it comes down to who the homegirl is and who's not, and
Mm-hmm.
like I just don't even motherfucker can't never set me up like that,
Right.
right? If you do, you're gonna make yourself look stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but if you encounter something like that, you just dealing with a messy person, bro. Like the person that who's saying this stuff is just messy.
Mm-hmm. Does it how does it affect your relationship with your homie?
How does it what?
Affect your relationship with your homie?
It all depends on if he buys it or not.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, regardless of, if you still rock out with him, of course his wife ain't going nowhere.
Right. Man, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, yeah, if if we can't sit down and all three chop it up,
Uh-huh.
then shit, I got to think about other stuff. I got to think of, hey, maybe this ain't the type of relationship that I need to be in.
So I would feel the same way because I would be like, of course, with your homie, you want to like be able to be comfortable around him in any setting, regardless, if it's he come by your house, you come by his house, like you got something going on at the house, and you be like, "Hey, I got some people over, I got a barbecue, whatever else." Like you don't want to be like, but don't bring your lady. Of course, because you
No,
and
I
his
would
lady,
never.
you and his lady. I'm saying you don't want to do that, but you and his lady got bad history because like she done told him like, yeah, I think Dre was trying to holler at me. I'm not saying, but he, asked me if I needed anything, let him know, and he was trying to buy me some drinks or blah blah blah, like, and you already know, like, that ain't even me. Like I'm looking out for you because you my man, lady.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, that's something that I do. That's
Yeah.
something that I actually pride myself on personally.
Mhm.
Um, just to let the woman know, like, hey, like, don't think that I won't look out for you like I look out for your man. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
Like, if it comes down to some foolish shit, like I'll just remove myself.
Yeah.
If we can't talk about it. If I don't have the opportunity to clarify in front of both of them,
Mhm.
right? Let's nip it in the bud. I ain't got nothing to hide.
Right. And it
I don't got
shouldn't.
shit to hide.
Yeah. It shouldn't have to be that way because even like for instance, I would, but in this like you would have to be careful with things like this because I would, okay. oh, y'all about to leave, like, walk them ladies out the door, make sure they make it to their car fine. Even open the door, let her in. Like, and it's that's just something I do. Like, it ain't no, that's not me trying to holler at you or anything. That's just something I do. But somebody could look at that and be like, oh yeah, I don't know. Like, but yeah, if she had that feeling and told him, and then we couldn't talk about it because, like I said, I would hate to be like, yeah, man, I got something going on at the house, but old girl got to stay. So we would definitely have to have that conversation.
Right.
Um, let me jump to these unapologetic truths.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dog, I had a crazy situation. 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna tell you about it. Somebody you know too. Somebody you know. Shit had me dumbfounded. Know what to do. And honestly, I feel like she listens. I don't know if she listens all the time, but I was gonna come on here and I was gonna talk my shit. But I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it.
Take the
Um,
high road, buddy.
yeah. Um, all right, here they go. Let me try to understand this. I'm gonna read it how it is in here. How does a highly desirable body type affect your dating life?
How does an highly desirable body type?
Yeah, how does a highly desirable body type affect your dating life? Meaning,
Uh, a lot. Because
yeah,
at the end of the day, if I can't look at you, if I'm not turned on by you, men are wired physical first.
yeah,
It just is what it is. So of course I need you to be to my liking physically.
yeah. Um, yeah, funny thing, um, Tip used to always say, She know my type. She know my type." Um, I'm not like she ain't for you. She ain't for you. Yeah, that ain't your type. That ain't your type. You only like fit girls. You only like blah blah blah. I'm like, how do you know?
That's far from the truth. I know you.
Yeah,
And that's so far from the
yeah, I don't, but yeah, yeah,
truth. Okay. But
yeah.
okay.
But I agree with you. Yeah, we are visual, very visual, very visual.
Yeah.
Um, all right. Would you be okay hanging out with a friend's affair partner? I.e., how do you personally handle it when you know someone is cheating in a relationship? Would you confront them, stay silent, or tell the partner? Also, would you be okay hanging out with the affair partner if you knew them?
I think it all depends on how close I am with um that person's partner, you know what I'm saying? Right? Like at some point you get to a point where you rocking out with a person if you and with your friend and
Mm-hmm.
then you befriend at some point their partner if gets to a point where it is y'all thick thieves then you probably do have to draw a line in the sand even you know what I mean and but am I fuck no I'm not telling fuck out of here no.
Yeah, I don't think it's my business or place to tell. Um, I can always go back to you and me, for example,
Yeah.
like I've done shit and never
Yeah.
put you and you done the same thing. So
Right. Right.
like you do what you do, and you know yeah, like I'm not gonna put nobody in that situation. Don't put me in that situation. Um, and also it's not my business to tell. Now if it was, the tricky part is if it's my homie's woman that's cheating, do I say something to him about it?
It's tough.
It's tough,
That's tough.
very, because I
It
mean
shouldn't be.
it
It
can go a
shouldn't
bunch
be a
of
double
different ways.
standard.
Yeah,
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 it shouldn't be double standard, but that's tough.
yeah. Because it can go a bunch of ways. I mean, and it can go that way with the lady too, because you could say, "Hey, XYZ, da 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 da," and you don't know whether they're gonna stay together or what. So if they stay together, um, and you the one that put this out there, what does that leave you at?
Right.
But
Right.
then if it comes out that hey, this shit was going on and you knew, but didn't say nothing, then it's like,
No, you're
what,
right.
yeah, what would you your lady, her homegirl, all right, your lady's cheating on you. Her homegirl is cool as fuck with you, but her loyalties go to her belong to your lady.
Okay.
But this girl, comes over the house, she has a drink with you, take a shot, she's cool with you. But like I said, the loyalties lie to your lady. She knows that your lady is cheating on you. You find
Okay.
out you and your lady decide to stay together. Are you still as fly with the homegirl?
Probably not.
Me neither.
Probably not. I mean, not as fly. I mean, it is what it is. Loyalty is loyalty, right? Like you
Right.
go bros before hoes. You know what I'm saying? Hoes before bros. However you want to slice it and dice it.
Yeah.
But no, I ain't gonna forget that shit.
No. Nah. I don't know. We might never take those shots again. I don't know. I don't even know if I want you in the house no more. Like, hey, y'all can hang out, do what you want to do. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, all right. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I would honestly hopefully like yeah, man, because everything go to your head. You like, was she cheating? Was she helping her? Like, oh, she was supposed to be over your house, da 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 da, but she somewhere else, and you be in my house, eating my shit, drinking my liquor, blah blah blah. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like you was playing in my face.
Right. Right.
All right, man. That's it. That's it. We can get up out of here because I gotta put some food in the stomach and get ready for tomorrow.
Already, man. Well, shout out to you, big dog, for being patient and me and everything I got going on. And like I said before, gearing up for the summer. I appreciate it.
Mhm.
Shout out to the home team, man, and for my support system. Shout out to Unapologetic Nation for rocking with us, man, and continue to rock with us. And as always, mental health is real. Myself, Reg, we may not be subject matter experts when it comes down to it, but I can assure you, before you harm yourself or you harm others, please tap into Unapologetic Pod on Facebook and or IG, or our individual Facebooks and or IG, and I can assure you we will get you the help that you need. Other than that, big dog, you already know what's going on with me. Different toilet, same shit.
Real quick. You can be real quick about this. How do you feel about George Pickens going to the Cowboys?
So I saw a post earlier today. They say, "Well, shit, he's going from not having somebody in Pittsburgh to throw to him to now going down to Dallas and not having somebody to throw to him at 425."
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. I don't know what Pittsburgh doing either, but anyway, um, no doubt, man. I appreciate you as well. Um, thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Um, appreciate my family, my support, passion about to move out to Tennessee, my man. Um, that's a big
Tennessee,
move. Yeah,
New
yeah,
from New
yeah.
York, Tennessee.
All right. Big move for her. She they
What
went
part of
out there.
Tennessee?
They're gonna be right outside of Nashville. Yeah.
Okay.
So they went out there. She fell in love with it. Her boyfriend. Well, let's say TJ. I keep saying like I don't know what to call him, boyfriend or fiance or whatever else. We're gonna call him TJ. TJ
Yeah.
went out there, had a job offer, whatever. They went out there, saw like what they saw, and so they're gonna make the move. But good luck to them. I think they're supposed to be out there by the 10th. So, that's
Good for her.
first big move like for her. So hopefully all goes well, man. Because I feel like she kind of been on the move the last couple years. But when you're young, you can do that. But
yeah,
now that the kids are getting older, it's kind of like you got to find that stability part now, and that's what they need. But good for them. Congrats to my baby Shania. She's completed another year of college. School year is basically over for them. She will be a junior next year. Man, time is flying. God.
Wow.
Whew. Yeah. And everybody else, appreciate y'all, the love, support. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, and keep your head on the swivel and keep a low silhouette. Listen, it's getting hot out here, and these YNs is not playing. This shit going down everywhere, man. I saw the shootout in the apartment complex in Fayetteville this past Sunday. It was a shooting here. I told you about the state troopers that got shot here. Like, shit is going down, dog. I'm to the point now to where I don't even want to be in the spot in any places that niggas in there ain't got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's kind of the safe areas when motherfuckers like, look, I can't lose this job. I can't lose this, that. I got too much riding on what I got going on. Those feel like the safe spots for me now, but really ain't nowhere that's safe. But listen up, y'all. As always, we're unapologetic, we're unfiltered. Y'all know who it is. It's Dre, Reg. We will see y'all next week. We out of here.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.